Boom shakalaka, a huge Bitcoin crash today. The real reason why, plus where price is headed, and the reasons for that too. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including the real reason behind today's crash and where price is likely going after this. Before we get into it guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. Now today, fear and greed at 55 has been going pretty much sideways for the past week. You know what didn't go sideways? The market. It went down about 4% today. Bitcoin just above 30,000 at 3137, Ethereum at 1861, BNB at 233, XRP 46 cents, Cardano 28 cents, Dogecoin 6 cents, Solana 1986, and Litecoin 96.55. And if you want to know the most undervalued coin based on Token Metrics chatbot GPT. That's right, AI chatbot. What's the most undervalued coin today? Well, it turns out the most undervalued coin today is Arbdoge AI, has a valuation grade of 98.2, indicating that it's highly undervalued. The current price is this times 10 to the negative 10th, and the market cap $24 million. If you want to check out Token Metrics for yourself, use a AI-based chatbot to pick out the best coins. There is a free trial down in the description. Now, Bitcoin today, price crashing all the way down from a high of about yesterday, high of about 31.5, all the way down to 29,766. Now sitting back right around $30,000, the big even. And is this a surprise? Not really. Bitcoin price has been trading sideways for 2 weeks at this point, from basically the lows here around 30,000 to the highs around 31.5, anywhere between there, just going sideways back and forth. Now there was a very fast move from the upper bound to the lower bound, but until price breaks out of there, not much of a surprise for Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, mean reversion forces dominating Bitcoin price action. You can see the fundamental strength indicator was towards the top right here. Sideways or down is easier than up. Fundamentals suggest we need a phase of cool down to reset things, and that's what we may be seeing as price could continue. Another reason why this level is so hard to break through, when we look at long-term Bitcoin data, it's no wonder price is having trouble getting beyond this point. This is a major resistance in many places. Once Bitcoin crosses over the 2-year moving average, which is this green line right here, it's game time. Time to accumulate is almost over. Every time, once it breaks through, that's basically the last moment to get Bitcoin at a decent price. Also here, looking on the 2-week Gunnar EMA, you can see these lines right back here. Higher time frame green candle for Bitcoin is loading. Why? The last real significant resistance. Once again, many different resistances, all at that $30,000 price level. Now this is the same level that in 2015 and 2019, once we broke through there, that was basically the end of the end. So maybe one of those last times to buy the dip. It does appear like the halving is revisiting the accumulation period pre-halving, looking very similar to what we saw in 2015 back here where we had a prolonged bottom. Not like the shorter bottom in 2019 right there, which was similar to 2012. So you may have a long time to get Bitcoin at a discount, but it may not be around that much longer. Why? Well, you might have heard some big guys are going after some spot Bitcoin ETFs. The day that gets approved, oh my gosh, price is probably going to double that day alone. If we take a look here, the GBTC discount to premium has tightened to negative 20%, right down here, the smallest discount since all the way back here, May of 2022, and over a year. If we view this as the market's barometer for spot Bitcoin ETF approval, spirits are pretty high. This could be very, very good news as people think that Bitcoin ETF may get approved. So as of right now, Bitcoin is battling to stay above its 2-year EMA. Historically, when it does, it's a bullish sign. When it stays above this blue line, bullish sign. All previous cycles lows occurred when Bitcoin was negative 45 to negative 55% below the 2-year EMA, which would be the yellow and the red line, which has already happened for this cycle. So those waiting for $10,000 Bitcoin, keep on waiting. We have a very similar structure to what we saw here 2015 to 2018. Well, same type of thing happening where we have accumulation and then we have an impulse wave And then we have mid-correction, and then an even bigger impulse wave. We are at the very start of the second impulse wave, which is the larger of the impulse waves before we see the peak. Could be very, very big for Bitcoin and altcoins, especially when you consider that DXY, the US dollar index, is not looking strong. It has changed the color on the Gaussian channel from green to red right here. The last two times this happened, Bitcoin experienced a bull run parabola in the following months in 2016, 2017, and also in 2020, 2021. So same thing could propel Bitcoin to those same levels. And it does appear, based on the volume profiles, the POC and the VAH line, that Bitcoin is on its way right now, despite today's pullback, on its way to $42,000, which is the VAH levels, potentially the interim midterm high before we see the all-time highs for Bitcoin. And if you want to know where we could be headed this cycle, Bitcoin's structure well maintained in a macro view. The large bull run orange, which is up top here, consists of a two-phase bull move. The yellow, which is small here, and green, big here. And again, it can vary whether the small or big comes first. But the next top, based on this, estimated $200,000. And need I remind you, should all these companies applying for Bitcoin ETFs put just 5% of their assets under management into Bitcoin and nobody else buys any Bitcoin when the price goes up, that would put Bitcoin price at $310,000 per coin. That's with no FOMO and no FUD. So you make up your own mind as to what to do. I already know what I've done. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.